All right, what's good, family? Shalom to the whole elect out there. Giving all praise, Bahasham Shah. There's a book of Revelations right here, chapter 6. I'm going to start right here at verse 3. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say, "Come and see." Verse 4. And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. First and foremost, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah Bahasham Shah. And I'll say shalom to your hopeful elect brothers out there that scattered across to the four corners of the earth, that's preaching and trucking every single day through the spirit and power of Yahawah Bahasham Shah, trying to get this word out, man. Shalom to you brothers out there. And I want to tie this one right here. The energy is so bad, man. That energy outside, that energy is so terrible, man. And it's going to become unbearable, man. But we got to keep our faith in Yahawah Bahasham Shah, because it's going to get to a point where people are going to start dropping out this truth, man. There's going to be brothers in this truth. They're going to start dropping out. Lord willing, Yahawah Bahasham Shah doesn't put that spirit on me to go and drop out. That's a scary thing, to drop out this truth. Because if you drop out, guess what? Yahawah Bahasham Shah, he's going to put judgment on you, man. But see, that's why we got to understand what we had signed up for, but this energy out here is so bad, man. People don't even open doors for other people anymore. People don't say what's up to each other. People don't help each other, You see your old lady struggling, trying to put a case of water in the car. No one offers to go and help. Yeah. The love of many has waxed cold. And you saw it right here, this mother, she destroyed her own son's PS5s for having a B on his report card, man. That's crazy. A B? She bugged out, man. She got demons on her. Look at this, man. I'm going to play it again. Hold up. I'm going to pull it on back. Hold up. You're a straight demon. Look at that. That's crazy. And look at her. She just all outside with it, man. And then she all loud, because y'all know how these damn Judite women are. Y'all know how these damn nigga women are. They like to destroy you from the outside in. She all outside embarrassing him. But this was unnecessary, man. Look at this.
You want it so bad? Mom, why would you break his game, though? You want it so bad? Why would you break his game?
And that's his own mom, man. I mean, I'm just saying, I'm just going by what I'm seeing from that video there. That was unnecessary. Right here, this is Matthew chapter 24, verse 12 right here. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. That's what I was saying earlier, that people's love has waxed cold, man. It has, people just come out here and, they just feel like they can say whatever and they shit just don't stink. People think that they shit just don't stink. People be picking on people and, be tearing each other down. You got the tribes, especially because 2/3 of our own people is going to be taken down, but they with that crabs in a bucket shit, they don't be building their brother up, man. But people just don't have love anymore, man. People don't know how to treat people. But see, who's ruling this earth? Job 9:24. The earth is given to the hands of the wicked. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, biblically read. But see, when you have him pushing his doctrine, pushing his philosophies, pushing, his shit, this is what you get. Yeah, this is captivity for us. It's ending. We're here for a punishment for going against Yahawah Bahasham Shah. But see, our people are worse than Esau, man. Our people are worse than Esau. And this thing just going to get worse and worse. That's why scripture says here that we got to endure to the end, because we have to. It's going to get to a point, like I was saying, like people are going to drop out. They will drop out this thing. And I'm saying that very, very humbly. And I'm saying this humbly too. Lord willing, I don't drop out, because Yahawah Bahasham Shah, that's why you got to be very humble in this thing, man. Because it's easy to say, oh, yeah, I'm for this. And, oh, yeah, I ain't going to be dropping out, and then, Yahawah Bahasham Shah put you through something. And then, he could shake you and then he could take you out. But we got to endure, man. We got to endure because we are not greater than our master, Yahawashi, The prophets went through it. Peter, Paul, Luke, Mark, John, they all went through it, man. David, they all went through it. Noah, Moses, they all went through it. We ain't no better than them, man. We want our crown. We're going to have to go through it. But the energy's so bad out here, man. And, one thing about being in the truth is what are you doing when you don't have brothers around? What are you doing when brothers ain't around? Because we got to be strong. Because some of us, we're going to be put to the test where we may not have no brothers around us. We're going to have to, really meditate on the word of Yahawah Bahasham. We're going to have to really, meditate on his word and understand that whatever that we are faced with, he is with us. Yeah. There's just some things to go and, think about because this thing about to kick off. It's already kicked off. I'm talking about it's about to go into the next phase. Because July 4th coming up. You had the Knicks. They won the championship. It's been 53 years. And I find it funny how Iran, they made a video about the Statue of Liberty. And that's in New York. And then the New York Knicks all of a sudden won the NBA Finals. Been 53 years. Right. And then you got the World Cup. The last game is played on July 19th in New Jersey. Hey, and then you got sleeper cells out there. Yeah. And then the epicenter of Mystery Babylon is New York. I'm telling y'all, man, I wouldn't be surprised if these devils call off the lights on July 4th. Hey, something about to go down, man. Something could go down before then. Gas price about to go up. He said gas price going to be up $10 a gallon before year's in. A lot of shit going on. 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 1 through 5. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahawah Bahasham, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. And we see that every day. It's just getting worse and worse and worse. Like I said, people think that they shit don't stink. You got proud people. They just think that they better than everybody. They don't do no wrong. They proud about everything. Oh, I got this new car here. Show off this, show off that, show off that. You got people out here mocking and scoffing in the name of Yahawah Bahasham. These 2/3 that's still in these Christian churches. There ain't no Jesus Christ. He don't exist, man. It's an idol. Unthankful, unholy. They have no morals. They don't live right. The people out here that don't be living right. I ain't perfect, but there's people out there, they just don't live right, man. They just don't give a damn about how they fucking live, Yeah, they just live any kind of way. They live any kind of way. And they think that at the very last minute, they can just say, oh yeah, hey, y'all Bahasham, oh, or with these 2/3, they be saying Jesus, oh Jesus, oh yeah, well, can you just forgive me for all my sins? It don't work like that, man. It does not work like that. And you 2/3 about to find out, man. Yeah, false accusers, incontent, fierce. Yeah, you just got angry ass people out there. They just angry, Yeah, because when you don't have Yahawah Bahasham as the forefront, you're not building up, your children, your family. You ain't building, your nation up, with the spirit of Yahawah Bahasham. That's what you get, man. Yeah, disobedient to our parents, unholy, without natural affection, fierce. You got despisers of those that are good, man. Yeah, you can't do right out there. People actually love evil. Evil is praised. Evil is praised, man. Yeah. It's going to get to a point where, our people, they're going to be the first one taking this RFID microchip when it becomes mandatory. They're doing it now, But if you don't take it and you don't be out there doing wrong, guess what? You're going to be exempt from society. That's why I said we got to stay put and we got to, be praying to Yahawah Bahasham. Because it's going to get to a point where you're going to believe that Yahawah Bahasham doesn't exist. And see, you don't want to have that mindset. That's just demons. Traitors, People ain't real friends. They're going to... Traitors, man, yeah. High-minded, you got people that just... Yeah, these demons, man. Like they don't bring themselves down to a certain level. to a humble state. They just had this high-minded thing where they just think that, like they don't need nobody ruling over them. And our people, the biblical nation of Israel, we need Yahawah Bahasham shot bad, man. This place need a serious reset button. Because our people are just gone, man. Our people are wild beasts. Our women are giving birth to wild beasts, man. The household, everything's broken about the nation of Israel. Our people are destroyed, man. Lovers of pleasure more than lovers of Yahawah. Love their car, love their job. These damn women love y'all fucking job. Love getting your damn nails done. Love your damn booty, your breasts and stuff. Yeah, you love your breasts more than Yahawah Bahasham Shai. You love your booty more than Yahawah Bahasham Shai. Yes, I said that. Y'all wouldn't be into y'all fucking job so much. You need to be into a man, trying to go find you a good husband. But you should be loving Yahawah Bahasham Shai first and foremost. That's what's important. And then you got these men out here, punk ass, scared to go and tell truth. Let they woman run them. Crazy, man. Yeah, having a form of godliness, but denying the power thereof, from such turn away. Yeah, people be mocking and scoffing, man. You got a lot of hypocrites out there. You got to be careful, because everybody ain't who they say that they are. I mean, I know that y'all already know that, but you can't trust family, and hey, you just never know. Somebody in your circle, they could just turn on you. Just like in Yahawah's time, you had was it a Judas Iscariot? Yeah. And guess what? He put our Lord and Savior Yahawashi, put him to the cross, man. Sold him out. Selling out is just dangerous. People don't understand how dangerous selling out is. You put somebody else's life in danger, man. You will put somebody else's life in danger. The energy is just bad out here. People don't care. People sell out. People be out here puffing, man. Yeah, out here doing weed and stuff. Yeah, our people off the chain out there. They just don't care. But that's why 2/3 of you, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Issachar, Reuben, Naphtali, Asher, Ephraim. Yeah, 2/3 of y'all gonna be gone, man. Y'all got to go. Yeah. Y'all have got to go, man. Gad too. I forgot tribe of Gad. Y'all gonna be gone, man. 2/3 of y'all got to go. I see that shit every day. Our people are just terrible. Our people love Esau. Our people don't care. Like, we at the end of this bitch. And our people thinking that this thing gonna go back to normal. They don't see anything fucked up. The weather fucked up. Yeah, they out here, testing out, this Project Blue Beam. Yeah. They ready for this World Cup. New York, like I said, they won the championship, the Knicks, in 53 years. I mean, is that not telling you something? Yeah. All of a sudden, the New York Knicks win the championship. All this stuff going on. Yeah, and they talking about 11 states, are supposed to be targeted, man. Yeah. I watched a video on that. I think it was on Steve Rand. They telling you, I think some kind of FBI director or something. I forgot who it was. Some black woman. She was talking about how 11 states were going to be targeted. Yeah, I remember reading on that, man. I had watched the little video on that. But our people don't care. So much going on. They don't care though. But they're gonna find out the hard way. I'm gonna finish off with Luke chapter 21, verse 11. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences, and fearful sights and great signs shall there be from heaven. Yeah, those earthquakes going out there. It was an earthquake in Cuba recently. Earthquake out there in Russia, Philippines. Fearful sights. That's coming. It's gonna be a lot more fearful sights. Pestilences. They got this damn this new I forgot what this shit was called. Some new virus out. Yeah, I forgot what it fucking was. But yeah, man, just a lot of shit going on. You had that blackout, tribe of Benjamin, you Jamaicans, so-called Jamaicans. There was a blackout there. Yeah, and then great signs from heaven, man. Yeah, You know, we done had a bunch of new moons playing conjunctions. Bahasham Yahawah sending so many signs. You know, but we are here. You know, and things could just go down this year. There's a movie out called Blackout. I think it's called Blackout. Yeah. Because that's what they're going to be doing. They're going to black out this entire place. We here. They could do it this year. They could do it on July 4th, July 19th. Yeah. Because you got people traveling in from different countries coming into Mystery Babylon to watch the World Cup. Yeah. You got people traveling in everywhere. Yeah. They all traveling here. Hey. That's why they have these distractions. But these others gonna make they move, man, because Yahawashi, he's gonna make them make they move, because they about to make they move. But yeah, y'all, I just wanted to bring this out, man. This energy is so bad out here. It's just so bad. You know, we gotta protect ourselves. You know, we gotta protect our spirit, protect our temple. Can't be having everybody around you. I mean, I know that y'all already know that, but you can't be having everybody around you, man. You know. Everybody doesn't deserve your energy. Everybody doesn't deserve being in your presence, man. You got to protect your own self. There's going to come a time where we're going to have to physically defend ourselves. Because right now we're going through that stage of, of the mental, spiritual. The physical is coming. Spiritual power. Because we're going to need spiritual power in these times. Because the energy is so dark out here. But see, that's because of these damn devils doing all that damn voodoo and witchcraft and shit. And casting spells, and that shit ain't working anymore. The children of Israel is rising up against you, man. Lord willing, I'm part of that grateful glorious number. The children of Israel, the biblical nation of Israel, not the fake Israel, the biblical children, the nation of Israel. Yahawah Bahasham is rising up against you, man. And we using this word, man. This is our sword against you. And it's cutting you devils up. And it's going to keep cutting you up. And we're going to keep going until Yahawah Bahasham closes our mouth. The energy is so dark out here, man. Hey, y'all stay prayed up, man. Pray for each other, and hey, man, stay positive. Hey, we got to eat right. Stay in this word. Hey, but have time for your own self, because you don't want to bug your own self out either. So just have balance. But yeah, y'all just want to bring this out, man. Giving all praise, y'all, Bahasham. And I'll be coming to you guys with another audio clip soon. Peace.